Um, I'm starting to think that Eddie Hearn and his team, they done messed up. Something is not right with that contract. I don't care what anybody say, something ain't right. The PBC, Al Heyman, has found some kind of a loophole, they have found something. You know what I'm saying? Because Andy Ruiz is not standing on the grounds of fictitious air. You know what I'm saying? He's saying this stuff for a reason. You know, why try to act like you can play boss when you know you signed a contract that obligates you to do whatever that contract says? You know, in this interview, Eddie Hearn says the U.S. is out. Okay. And he said that Andy Ruiz doesn't want to go to the UK because of the Dylan White situation. Okay. And he said, truthfully, Andy Ruiz can go wherever we want him to go. Now, I noticed that Eddie Hearn's demeanor changed a little bit when he said that part. It was almost like he was scared to say it. That's what got me in this video right now. I'm like this. I'm like, Eddie, if you guys are ruling out the U.S. and Andy Ruiz doesn't want to go to the UK, why are you talking about picking another venue to appease Andy Ruiz just because you want to be respectful? Let me tell you something. This is how I know that this is bull. See, I'm starting to get real good, especially when it comes to Eddie and these promoters. I'm starting to get real good in figuring out what's really what and what's really lies. Now, peep this for a second, especially when you guys go to watch it. If the U.S. is ruled out and Andy Ruiz doesn't want to go to the UK, and the only reason why you're entertaining a different location and venue is to be respectful to Andy Ruiz, tell me, how respectful do you have to be towards a man who you seem to have to sue in order to honor a contractual agreement which he already signed? So what do you mean respect, Eddie? That doesn't make sense. You're respecting somebody that's not trying to show you no respect? That does not make no sense. Okay? You're ruling out the U.S. and you're trying to rule out the UK for Andy Ruiz. It's either two things. You either always have planned on going to the U.S., to Cardiff. You're just putting on the perception as if you're trying to be diplomatic about the situation and trying to make everybody happy. But you have every intent of going back to Cardiff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But how is Andy Ruiz able to tell you where he doesn't want to go? And because he doesn't want to go there, you personally are going to make different pathways so he doesn't have to fight in the UK. Why are you doing all this bending over and extra work is what I don't understand. If you guys got a contract as airtight as you guys claim it to be, I should have known something was up when Anthony Joshua sat in front of that camera and said he's not sure if he had a rematch clause or not. That right there was suspicious to me, and that raised my antenna. This right here raised my other antenna because you're trying to be respectful to a man who's obviously drinking the Al Heyman Kool-Aid. He's been speaking Alahamic this entire time since he won those belts. And you're talking about being respectful when you have to sue on the fronts of Dylan White and sue on the fronts of Anthony Joshua, but you're still trying to respect Andy Ruiz's team? No, something's wrong with that contract. They got a loophole on you somewhere. You guys slipped and didn't cross your eyes. Cross your eyes. Dot your I's and cross your T's. You know what I'm saying? They found some kind of loophole. And you know what makes me think that they've been trying to get y'all on some legal stuff this entire time? I was listening to my boy DT3. Shout out to DT3. That's my man. I was listening to this video and he was going in talking, and somebody he was doing a live stream. Somebody in this comment section was talking about they bring up the 50 million. How you could bring up that 50 million at this point is beyond me. But I'm going to use this 50 million to help describe what I'm talking about. Okay. The reason why I think they always wanted to get Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua jammed up legally and always try to find some type of loophole legally. And I'm going to answer this question for the person that was acting idiotic over in DT3's comment section, act like you can't understand what 50 million is about. Let's scratch the 50 million, whether the 50 million is real or not. Okay. We all know it's fake, but let's say it was real. Okay. Do you realize that they gave Anthony Joshua 24 hours to agree on a contract which was not visibly present? Let me say it again. They wanted Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn to agree to a contract that was not visibly present. And once Eddie Hearn got in contact with them and said, yeah, let's sit down and let's figure something out, they told him no. First agree, then we'll have the meeting, then we'll send over a contract. That is a fact. Okay, you guys can argue everything else. That is a fact. They gave this man a 24-hour deadline. Let me tell you something. If you really wanted to make a fight, why would you give a fighter a 24-hour deadline? On top of that, why would you make the offer that you send them a public social media knowing? Who has done that in boxing? Just name me one other person that has put their personal purse business up on the internet for the whole world. Who has done that? Nobody. So how can this man agree to a contract which they don't even have drawn up? They just want him to verbally agree. Why did they want him to verbally agree without giving him a contract? Because, like I said before, in some states, in some places, a verbal contract is just as valid as one that is signed. So when I think of that, and when I think it is, and when I hear you say you want to respect Andy Ruiz, after this guy has said you guys will set him up over there in the UK, he has insulted your franchise, said Anthony Joshua can't box, he's this, that, the third. You know what I'm saying? And they're insulting you by implying that you even have to sue to get a rematch dealing with Al Heyman. So it's hard for me to believe after all that, what you want to do for this fight is simply respect Andy Ruiz. Stop it, Eddie. Something was wrong with that contract. You guys didn't do your damn homework, okay? And Heyman and Finkel, they caught y'all slipping, okay? Because if the U.S. is ruled out, and I know you guys are ruling out the U.S., if the U.S. is ruled out, just go ahead and pull rank and say we're going to the Cardiff. Why are you making us wait for a rematch date? Why? Go ahead and pull rank. If Andy Ruiz has to go any place where you tell him to go ahead and pull rank. Because this man has already said in a nutshell, fuck you. Fuck what I signed. Fuck that. You ain't shit. And Anthony Joshua is a robot and he can't box. And I'm not going over there to the UK. And you guys are drug cheats. You guys are trying to cheat me. This is the man that you're trying to respect at the end of the day? I don't believe that, Eddie. I don't believe that for 1 second. Okay? You and Joshua have been lying. Y'all been lying. Joshua did have a panic attack. He did get knocked out. He was nervous. You did have a falling out with his father. There was all that stuff is true. It's true. His sparring partner came out. Let the world know. Yeah, I dropped his ass. I did it. Yeah, it was me. That's why I think I'm the best in the world. And right after that, what did you do, Eddie? You signed the man, didn't he? Like didn't he just fight this last weekend? So you guys need to stop, man. Because especially with somebody like me, I always have been excellent at putting 2 and 2 together. That's how I'm able to give y'all the videos that I do. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to produce this kind of stuff if I wasn't good in that area. You know what I'm saying? And Eddie, you're lying. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, pull rank on him, say we going to Cardiff, and have that be the end of it. Don't be sitting up here having Anthony Joshua in limbo, because that's what he suffered from last time and the time before that. And when you leave Anthony Joshua in limbo, what does he do? He sits around and eats chocolates. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did for the Klitschko fight. You know what I'm saying? All these fights where he came in heavy is because y'all had him waiting around, lingering. He didn't know who he was going to fight. He got an opponent. He don't got an opponent. He got an opponent. He got an opponent. He's over here doing side stuff. He was over here eating. He was over, and then he going to go into the fight. And that's how you go into a fight out of shape on top of you really didn't train in the first place. Real talk. But this right here, these guys ain't telling the truth. And Eddie, something wrong with that contract. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, those are my thoughts. Leave your thoughts. And you know what? Let me stop it right there. All right. For all these sensitive people who you guys magically end up in my comment section, as much as y'all complain about this channel, y'all secretly love the living fuck out of this channel. Really. At the end of each video, it says, these are my opinion. Leave yours in the comment section. Just because your opinion is not verbally heard on a video like mine, it does not mean that your opinion is not valid. Okay? And the reason why I say that is this, is because if I give my opinion about something, that is not law. Only when I provide you with evidence am I laying down law. All right? Every other time I'm giving you my opinion, and you give your opinion in the comment section. Okay? So whatever opinion that you choose to write, that's your opinion. So how people take what I say and take, oh, this is hate. Oh, this is this. Oh, this is that. Oh, this is that. No, it's my opinion. And when you show that my opinion has that much power, it lets me know that in that opinion lies truth. Anyways, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Van, I'm out.